Okay. There it goes. There it goes. All right. And we have noises. I've got 44K type up. Probably set things up off of have the script on them. $4 things on it. Maybe a little bit longer so we'll check them off. Yay! Humidifiers are great. Unless you live next to Gulf of Mexico and the humidity is like 9,000%. Oh, I'm kidding. It's not actually 9,000%. It just feels like it. Yeah, 56K. Yeah, given a week. Actually, it's not been probably 3 or 4 days. The container's only like 9%. So it's doing okay. All right, so I dorked around with the ship a little bit yesterday. Trying to figure out some way to do a bridge on it. It didn't really work because the shape that I have, the I can't kind of recreate the same curves with the glass that we have in game. And the size, it wasn't working very well, so I scrapped that idea. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I haven't figured that out. Doing so, how are you doing this morning? Another one of our excellent streaming community. I feel you. Well, shit. I left work about an hour and a half late last night. Well, an hour and a half later than usual. I left 30 minutes late. I actually, my schedule for next couple of days is shifted by an hour because they're doing some work inside the airport, and basically they're redoing all the tiles. So in order for them to pull the tile up, they have to pick up the counters and move them. So in order for them to pick up the counters and move them, we have to take uh, all the computers out of said tiles before they could do that. So, and we have to wait till after they're done with the airplanes running that at night before we can do that with said tiles. So yeah, it's fun. So but they're doing that, and they're doing like 3 gates a night. Um, so it is what it is. So it'd be the purple carving panel. I don't have enough. I'm afraid to go see how my factory's doing this morning. Oh yeah, look at that! I'm out of iron again. I'm gonna have to break down and go buy iron. That's pretty much what's gonna have to happen. Anybody have an excessive amount of iron they want to sell? I can't afford a lot. I think peak 50K worth of iron here last night, and it's gone. That I need more. I need more cores badly. Yeah, at some point I'll have to do find carbon. fair. Look, fixing a problem. Just repeat the station once you get to the end. Tell me you have.
My lungs are trying to do the motor again.
Yeah, that's not good. I recommend having them not do that.
Also, is the programming board there turned on?
I did. I turned it on. That's the first thing I did. Yeah, I think we have to break down it. Well, maybe I'll wait to break down it if I
And by
iron. I'll see if I can. Maybe I should fix Radio Gaga. And
yeah, maybe Radio Gaga should be fixed because it's a scanner. It goes and gets images. I'm sorry. Yeah, coughing reduces the oxygen to your brain. It can make you a little delirious. It's not recommended though. Please don't do it and try it at home. I assume Kiniso has not appeared since I was gone.
he come and said hi. He just said he was tired.
Oh. Okay, open mod you. Something's wrong with chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it now. Twitch be twitchy.
I can see why you say there were some problems with Radio Gaga. Mr. Warhawk, how you doing today?
Did it flip upside down already?
Well, the problem is there's only 2 hovers on it, on the front of it. So that's not helping its situation at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says it has a low altitude lift of 1.31. It's got a lot of high altitude. inertia matrix isn't actually the inertia matrix isn't bad. These negatives aren't helpful. It should apply? Question mark. Doing all right. I'm severely lacking iron. Or hematite. My factory goes through hematite and iron like it's freaking going out of style. I just burned through so much of it. I'm currently at the moment debating on whether just to go buy some off the open market. It's expensive. Because the problem is so if I go to hematite here, right? That's not very smart. Why would you sell it for 24.99? Sell it to the bot for 25. That makes absolutely no sense. But it's 24.99 per like item basically. So if I buy it from the seller, right, they have 171,000, right? So if I go, 171,000, that's 4 million. So I can pretty much buy all of theirs, which honestly I might do. I don't think I'm gonna find a better price for it. It's really off market 6. Now I get to go get it. Because how much does that weigh? Okay. Yeah, almost 864 tons of hematite. Which honestly, I could probably fit that in the Inquisitor. I wanted to start doing more work on my things or on the I guess I could empty out common. And just take that. Just strip a little bit of the I pull the weight out of it and it'll fly okay. I'm trying to do some stress tests on it right now, trying to find out kind of what its limits are. I've done very things. So I threw these on here just because it makes it a little bit easier, but like you see, it's full of stuff. And I kind of did this on purpose, trying to just overfill it, just to kind of see where my limits were for the ship. Yeah, so I just basically filled it full of just random crap. Just kind of get myself. I guess better if you can fill it full of like Huron or whatever, because it's some of the heavier stuff that you would normally carry. Um, and I had to, like it's so heavy. Um, but even with that limited amount of stuff in there, uh, I probably could pull a little bit of that fuel out. Yeah, Pete's still trying to recover from the flu he's going. It has been kicking his butt. And it's one of those things. He'll do better for a little bit, then uh, he thinks he's doing better, and then it just he has a coughing fit, and there's only so much you can do. But how have you been, my friend? And once again, so for the regulars that are starting to come back, like my year's been garbage. I try not to. I hate going into it. I really do. It's been a sucky year, and everybody's having a sucky year, and just because my year was my year doesn't mean it's worse than anybody else's. Um, it was a sucky, uh, but uh, I took some time off, worked through some stuff. I'm doing better, uh, and I needed some time, and we are doing better now. The world, every time you think you're doing a little bit better, you get kicked in the teeth again. It's just that's been the last couple of years. Like it's bad. Um, so we're doing what we can, and kind of going from there. All right, so this stuff is all printed out. I need to go to Market 6. Is there anything you need from Market 6, Pete?
Do they sell replacement lungs?
They might, but they'll be digital, so probably not helpful.
Then no.
Oh, that's right. Needs to come through and updated all my stuff, so my things are probably all empty now. because it doubled all the freaking capacity of my freaking fuel tanks. Yeah, he's been in and out of the stream. Some days he'll, and as always, like life happens, and like I don't. Nobody's required to be here. Nobody's, like I enjoy people showing up, and it makes my job and my life a lot easier if people show up and are able to talk to me and keep me engaged with the crowd. Um, but I completely understand. Like life happens, and if you need to take a break, you can't show up for a while. I get it, man. I just as a personal note, I worry about people because that's what I do. And if people don't show up for a while, like I worry that they're okay. So as long as you're okay, you know, and you're not required to let me know that you're okay. I just worry about you and know that you know if you don't show up for a while, I'll my my brain does weird things sometimes. I'll think and I'll be like, oh hey, I haven't seen so and so in a while, and I'll worry about you. So if you want, you can always pop into the Discord and be like, hey, I'm alive. I'm just going through some shit. Uh, y'all be safe, but I'm good. Um, I just you know it's just a thing. I worry about the community. I added a bunch of fuel tanks, added a bunch of boosters, added a bunch of other stuff. I don't think I've actually flown this thing since we still updated everything. Didn't like that. Can I get out of the chair, or are we just freezing the game now? Okay.
Have you crashed?
We are collecting game data.
I'll come and move your ship. I've figured out that the fix for crashing constantly in your ship is to move the ship.
Huh.
Preferably into a different tile, but sometimes you can just move it enough that it'll work.
So the game's still in beta, people. They're still working on it. I would love to say they have all the stuff figured out. It's all great, functional, and game's still in beta.
I also now have the old HUD DU orbital available on my system, so I can install the old HUD in places if you wish.
Can I help you? So I will say if you're playing the game and you're looking to play it, the game it's a beta. It does have some crashes. It has some weirdness going on. I am now being hurtled through space. Uh, oh, uh, the But like I said before, and I'm I'm seriously impressed with the game. It does well. It's like if you had a Space Engineers game that actually wanted you to play it. It's awesome. So the game functions for the most part. Like, yeah, it could be better. It could be, but it's still in beta. They're actually working on it, trying to make it better. All right, I'm gonna try to jump in it again and see what happens. Should I reset the programming on it or no?
Nope, should be fine. Just
Oh, look at that! It flies now.
yeah, it's something weird with it trying to load everything in, the Lua trying to start up, and the world trying to reload as well.
Oh, okay.
And it all just goes horrifically wrong, but it doesn't help that we're abusing it by using a third-party HUD.
Yeah. One of these days, I need to figure out why or what I got to do to change my default settings so that it stops defaulting to goddamn mouse pilot.
You right-click on the seat, you edit Lua parameters, and in the field that says virtual joystick, you replace everything in quotes to keyboard. But you need quotes around it. Exactly like Kineso just typed at the same time. Kineso, I have been over in VR and attempted installation of the HUD again, so...
Well, yeah,
good
but
luck.
I thought if you were in I thought if you used
So, GeForce
Arch HUD, you
Now
couldn't
is
do the
compatible
advanced
with...
control.
Yeah, so the non-GeForce Now version of Arch HUD requires additional files. The non-GeForce Now version of Arch HUD is not compatible, obviously. There's a GeForce Now version that is a single script that has everything embedded. The old Orbital HUD worked the same way. It was one single script. So if I load the old ones on for him, he has everything. All the files needed. So I went and did that yesterday. Just
Thanks.
shove scripts on ships. Got my ship boosted while I was there. Of which I'm gonna have to organize a deal with Kineso where I pay him some money and he reboosts the ship. Because I realized like an idiot that I took it over while I had basic engines in here. And I need to replace those. Because I'm an idiot. So I'll worry about that later. I've never claimed to be smart, Kineso. I just want to stay there for the record.
I was smart once. I'm learning this game though, man. This game is deep. There's some shit involved in this game.
Oh, and I am warning you now, Plum. Do not enter build mode on the landing pad I built. Do not look at the edges. Do not count the gaps.
And now I have to do all of these things.
I'm going to redo it.
I was
Right,
actually learning old voxelmancy, and so because I was watching a bunch of videos on basically how to do voxelmancy, and then I found out that you don't have to do voxelmancy anymore. That it's you can just basically throw whatever the hell you want and just do whatever you want. Because with the new the what is it, the vector tool or whatever it's called, where you just go in and you go, no, I just want you to move here. It gets a little uppity, but that's better. At least now it's seeing my oh, and that's the next thing I need to start doing too, Pete, is making like advanced military freaking vertical boosters.
Are they more fuel efficient?
No.
Then I don't
No.
agree with this statement.
They just get more power. Well, I guess they are more fuel efficient because they get more power for the same fuel.
Then this is an acceptable trade-off. Because therefore you can use less of them. Do you get the same lift?
Advanced military vertical schematic. Not tell them why. Oh, good. It's only 16 million for the schematic, so I'll have that like in 20 minutes. Oh, is it just server height? Well, according to the when you inspect them, the power goes up. Right? Right. So, advanced military vertical booster. Max power is 46,656,000. Exotic military booster is 67,184,000. No, that's only 6.7 million newtons max power. So then the advanced. Oh yeah, so this is 4.6 and the other was 6.7. I don't think it says anything about hover height. And I know the power's difference between like freight and military and maneuver and stuff like that. But then again, also like trying to buy So advanced military vertical boosters are 450,000 apiece.
I'm
Rare
now debating
militaries
if I
are 4 million.
I'm now debating if I want to go buy a bunch of uncommon freight vertical boosters, swap out the ones on this, before I then go try and bribe Kinesa with money to boost the ship again.
Oh, I doubt you have to bribe him with money. You could probably bribe him with boosting his mining. Can't really speak for
Yeah,
him, but I'm pretty sure
but
that'd probably be.
the next load of skills, which are already paid for and agreed upon, it's gonna be 14 days. So gonna be a while.
Yeah, I had to kind of pause my factory upgrading skills because I having the alts build mining some end stuff, specifically the extra stuff from calibrating and the extra stuff for uh, generation of calibration points. They didn't have either. Yeah, so right now I'm in cruise mode. And as soon as I go to regular mode, like the bottom engines stay on, but those top two inside engines turn off. It's this thing to figure out its own life.
I have a question for you, Plum.
Fix.
Do you make uncommon injectors?
I believe so.
You make uncommon ionic chamber L.
I don't have that information.
Because I just look at the cost of like 16, or to buy the 16 uncommon freight vertical booster L's that are available, and it's like 3.5 mil. 4.5 mil to buy the schematic. I'm half considering just buying the schematic.
Well, it's supposed to be going into orbit, but it's having. Today's its special day, evidently.
Oh, so the default layout of the ship that we've both bastardized is 5 kilotons of lift.
Neat.
So just be aware of that. I have no idea what I can do now, but you know.
I'm pushing 10.
You're pushing 10? Okay.
Yeah, I probably should, but I'm not that awesome yet.
What aunts show up?
I can't lift with patience. Oh, you're gonna find a supreme lack of that around here, buddy. Looking for
Industry
patience,
mode?
you come to the wrong channel, my friend. We follow the old engineering adage. You can have it quick, fast, or good. Pick two. I don't know. Wait, no. It's what is it? It's cheap, fast, or good. Yeah, that's cheap. I'll go with expensive, fast route. So, with the bot giving us that information there, make sure if you guys aren't playing this game, do want to play it. That is my refer a friend code there. You do not have to use my refer a friend code. I put it there because that way we have refer a friend codes. You have access to at least one. Uh, it is more important that you use a refer a friend code because the benefits it gives you, not necessarily the benefits it gives me. Like, don't get me wrong, the benefits it gives me are still kind of nice, but I will eventually get them. I'm not super worried about getting them faster. But the benefits that you get from it, basically the million talent points is very important. So make sure if you are making a new account, make sure that you get somebody's refer a friend code. It is super important to being able to use your having a good but making sure that you can have your the million talent points to start with. That's basically worth a week's worth of experiences when you start the game, and you build a bunch of talent points. It helps you. It's a really nice start. So if you do not have an account, use somebody's refer a friend code going in. There are lots of people in the chat or the Discord to play. There's all kinds of other stuff. If you want to use mine, it's there. I won't be upset that you used it, but please don't feel like you're required to. And if you have another friend, if there's ever a, well, my friend really wants me to play, and I want to use his or hers. Go for it. Um, like I'm not going to be hurt because of whatnot. Now the second code there, that one basically allows us a chance to, if when you buy your stuff through Zolo, it allows us to basically go in and it gives me a small kickback. So it gives me a 5% kickback, and the money I get from that, I'll use to buy DAX to give away, or if we get too much money, I'll donate it to Extra Life, whatever we need to do. I don't expect it to be a lot of money, because it's a 5% kickback. It's not a massive amount. Um, so I'm not expecting a a crazy amount of money from it. Um, but if we can get a little bit of money from it, we can buy DAX to give away to the community, stuff like that. That's really what the benefit of that is going to be. So, and that's my plan for that. Is anybody, people that buy stuff on there, as I get enough money to buy DAX, when DAX are available, I'll buy DAX, and then we'll basically give those away in the channel. But as always, like I said, it's up to you whether or not y'all want to use that stuff. I do not get to control that. So the ship, I think my ship does look a lot better, especially at night when it's not lit up by other sources. Am I making a centerpiece for Atlantis? I don't believe my skills are capable of doing such a thing. Um, my skill level, especially when it comes to voxel making and stuff, isn't super awesome. And I don't think my aesthetic of building stuff for Atlantis coincides with the person that's building Atlantis. Because I really do enjoy the show, Stargate Atlantis. All the Stargate shows for the most part. I enjoy the idea of them, and I would build something that was a little bit more true to it. And I don't think they, at least the judges we had last time, some of them appreciated that. Some of the other ones not so much, it seemed like. I would rather spend my time building my ship. And that's fine. Like Van Hurt, like it's fine. Like in some of your designs, like don't get me wrong, like your designs were flipping amazing for the elevators. I don't know if I wouldn't put them in my buildings, but they were amazing. But I have a different build style, and yours are very flashy and bright. Oh, let's get out of this thing. Right, so I need to go in here and I need to advance, edit the parameters. Lua script has no export variables. Edit Lua script. Because if I change the control scheme, because it should already be on keyboard. Yeah, it's already on keyboard. Yeah, it doesn't. It's not giving me the options to do that stuff. Yeah, and that's fine though. But like, please no. Seriously, you do you, my friend. Like, I really appreciate the stuff that you're doing, and it was glorious. Like I was like, holy crap! Like if I had your skills, man. Honestly, if I had your skills, I think I would have destroyed the elevator competition. Because I think I was onto a good path or a good idea with the rings. Um, it's just I don't think is it ancient that basically is running Atlantis. I don't think he wanted an actual Stargate like type situation. And I think the big problem he had with it is it was just basically just rings. And I didn't have a bunch of, because if you actually look at the rings, there's a bunch of like a bunch of reliefs and there's a bunch of shapes on it. And me trying to get those shapes out of the rings in the game with the limited voxels that I have, it wasn't working. Not for me anyway. Like somebody that has like Van Herk or Kineso or somebody, you guys that have a lot better voxel skills than I do, y'all could have probably pulled it off. But I hate to point this out. Those rings were the first thing that I built in this game. Like that was the first thing I built from scratch. Like I edited a few things and I kind of did some work, but yeah. So as I do things and as I get better and I understand and I have different ideas, like I can see the voxels in my brain and I'm starting to be able to see how they work and how to move them. So because my brain's weird. Like I can visualize inside of it and figure out like what I need to do to get them to go where I need them to go. And I get weird ideas and I try it. Sometimes it works, sometimes they don't. But as I'm trying to figure that out, I need my brain to understand how to move the voxel. And once I figured that out, then I can start figuring out how to bend it to my will. So I'll get better, but it's going to take some time. I don't know. I'm going to have Pete look at this thing and figure out what the hell I did to it. Because getting in here every single time and turning this damn control scheme off is irritating.
Do you remember to install a databank?
There's a databank in the floor. I'm pretty sure it's attached.
After you attach it, you've got to run the reconfigure script. Or reorder configure it.
Or it's not attached. Oh, it won't let me attach. Oh, oh, I let fly. What? No. Next to the damn chair. Fine. Fine. Doing this crap today. I'll play your silly game. You connect to that damn thing. You connect to that damn thing. Connect to this. I think that's the. Oh, all right. Where's the? And you connect to this. All right. Now that all you bastards are connected, now advanced run custom configuration archetype. Okay. Now advanced edit little parameter. No exported variables. Yeah, still no edit Lua parameters.
You've also got to run it one or get in and out of the seat once for it to save data.
Okay. Edit Lua parameter. Lua script has no exported variables. The new archetype has no parameters. Well, I want the virtual joystick thing to stop.
Yeah, I suppose it should be you change it there and it's the last time. But yeah, when you have a databank connected, you can just switch it once in the menu and that's it, it's done. But before that, you could just right-click and edit the parameters and set the parameters. So God knows why that got removed. But
This seems safe. This doesn't seem like I'm going to have problems taken off at all. Just a little exploding. That's okay. I didn't need those engines anyway. They weren't important.
I'll prepare the scrap.
Oh, that's fine. It didn't hurt it that bad.
Yes, but I have new scrap for you. I bought you new scrap. I will prepare the scrap.
So, and also, guys, Hakaru, Hakaru Bonsai. So, if you want to help, if you guys don't know what Humble Bundle is, go please check out Humble Bundle. Humble Bundle's amazing. We have a Humble partner. We've been partners with them for a while. You can go check that link. You can get Humble thing or a Humble, basically the Humble Choice, which is a monthly, basically every beginning of the month. They're just like, hey, here's like 10 games. It's great. And what I do is I have that I've paid for it for a while, and what I do is use it to build games up. So mark your calendars. November 5th, we're doing Extra Life's International Day of Play. So what that will be is November 5th. I will start at 8 in the morning Central Standard Time. We will go until 8 p.m. that night. And then we will start November 6th at 8 a.m. in the morning and go to 8 p.m. I used to try to do 24-hour streams, like basically straight 24-hour streams. The furthest we ever made it was like 19 and a half hours or something straight. It's a long, hard day, but well, I take some breaks. Like I'll take a break for lunch. I have to take a break for the doggos. Basically what I do is I'll have sandwiches and stuff, and I'll take a break for a couple of minutes. I'll go grab a sandwich, walk the doggo, and basically do what I need to do to allow me go to the bathroom, things like that. But it's basically an extended stream to raise money for charity, for Extra Life. We raise money for Extra Life every single time we stream. That's why the banner is always there. That's why, if you guys are interested, if you want to learn more about Extra Life, please go check them out. Do that real quick. So that's Extra Life. It's the charity that helps children's hospitals. Specifically, we help Texas Children's Hospital. So if you are, please go check out the charity. Go check out the page. If you want to make a donation, we'll make a donation. I'm trying to get word back from NQ as to whether or not I will be. So the idea is if somebody makes a donation to Extra Life, I want to be able to have a blueprint, right? Like, so if somebody makes a donation to Extra Life, I give them a blueprint. But the problem is if I restrict that to only allowing people that's the only way to get that blueprint. It's a shady area, right? It can be it basically it can be construed as me selling a game for money, even though the money's not coming to me, it's going to a charity. It's a gray area. It's a dark gray area. So trying to trying to get that. Okay, you're obviously. Goddamn ship up today. So I'm trying to make sure that I either have permission or NQ basically just tell me, yeah, you can do that. That's okay. And like if somebody makes a donation or I send them a thing, and the thing is like if I was doing this offline and like we were just doing it, it's still shady and still gray. But I'm not trying to hide what I'm doing. I'm not trying to, be shady about it. I'm telling people exactly what I'm doing. Like I'm not trying to be, I'm not trying to skirt people's accounts banned. So if I'm giving permission to do that, then what will end up happening is, as people make donations to Extra Life, basically you make a donation to the charity, and that will allow me to hand you a blueprint. But I have to make sure that everybody is okay and safe doing that, because I'm not only dealing with my accounts, I'm also dealing with other people's accounts. And it would have to be like you wouldn't be able to donate money to me. Like I would not be able to touch the money if that happens. I can't even, you can't hand it to me and me pass it. You would have to give it straight to Extra Life, because I can't even have it even slightly appear like you gave me money for it, because that is a big not good. So I'm trying to be very clear, very upfront about it. The idea would be, if we are allowed to do that, I have a couple ideas for small ships or extra small ships, and I know there's been a couple of people, I think Van Hurt and Niso both said that they would be willing to build something also. But the idea would be to build like an extra small, a small, and medium, large ship, or maybe even multiple ships, and then basically attach those to a monetary amount. And once you cross that monetary amount, you get that blueprint. Ultimately, depending on what it is, some of them I may try to even tokenize it. A full gold-plated flatbed HE. It wouldn't have any lift power. It would just all be trying to lift itself. Now, that being said, also, some of the things that... Now, some stuff that... exactly, some of the things that we could get away with, that are in the realms of possibilities, right? Is if somebody was to donate money to Extra Life, and then at that point I started a raffle for a ship, right? That makes it that's different, right? Because basically you paid to start the raffle, not necessarily, you didn't pay for the ship that you may win out of the raffle. You paid to start the raffle. If that makes sense. So that's slightly different. So we can kind of, but the problem is then trying to give away give somebody a specific bonus for donating to Extra Life is different. Now, that being said, also, in the past when we played Minecraft and stuff like that, we had our Hollow Heroes. I'm starting to formulate the plan to rebuild the Hollow Heroes. And Van Hurt has, I keep calling them the Power Rangers, but he has basically knight statues that he's built. And I need to get a set of those, and so we'll be able to have the Hall of Heroes where you can walk in and people can have statues for donating, and that's okay, because you're not actually receiving an item or receiving a blueprint or anything. I'm just putting a statue with your name on it. Maybe I'll go that. Maybe I might have to go to Fades XVX and borrow some more items from there. So for those that don't know, XVX for their members has a massive voxel library, and the thing that Seraphis built his castle out of, that set is there. So I may have to go back and start building that. The problem is I need to figure out. Really, I need to figure out where the best place to put that location is, because I'd want to have the ability for somebody it to be in a fairly central location. So maybe I need to scout around like the markets or something, and see if I can find a spot to place it. The other problem is with an impending wipe coming, or the possibility of an impending wipe coming. It's hard to build a big building like that. So there's lots of things that we're looking at, things that we can try to do and stuff like that. So. I need engines to kick in so that the ship starts going up again. That would be great. So, and that would be a lot of things we have kind of looking forward to. So I don't know everything that we'll do during that time. The idea would be to be able to have the Hall of Heroes up, be able to have some sort of event. I don't know what we'll do. Maybe we'll do a maybe we'll steal some stuff from Seraphis' stream with like the Let's Make a Deal or something like that. So I don't know. Maybe we can do that. Because even with if we do Let's Make a Deal, like we could definitely put ships in there. It would be a question of trying to get enough, money and stuff like that before November to make sure that we had the money to do it and make it worth people's while. I'm pretty sure, like hell, even I could program a rudimentary script so that it worked, and kind of kept track fairly well. We still have to have I could do that with an Excel sheet to just shuffle all the prices around. That wouldn't be very hard. But yeah, so it will just be a question of trying to figure out what's best, what works for the community, what kind of games and stuff we could run that would allow people to have fun and like I said, I want to create a community event. I want people to be able to come in and hang out with us. I want to have like some ships to give away. I want to have items and stuff like that. And I don't want like crap that oh hey, here's Thormium. I want actual stuff people want or would use. Yeah. This a lot of the stuff would have to we'd have to get more people than just me in here and Pete. Like I don't like volunteering people for his time. But yeah, so and I know several people have tried to build racetracks. They don't always work. It's even possible to make excess scores of the one in adjuster parachute type drops. Well, yeah, you could just build something that just had brakes and adjusters on it and just throw it out. I wonder if we could do that. I've got distracted and I'm going to burn my goddamn ship up. Hey, Pete.
I've already
still
got
here?
the scrap loaded in.
So from what you know about
Just tell me the idea.
with Lua, can you trigger something to automatically release something? Like or automatically detach a ship.
Fine.
So if I built a platform that got something up to basically up to X amount of speed, right? And once I got to an X amount of speed or a distance, it automatically detached the ship.
You mean like undock, detach?
Yeah, undock. So I just had an idea.
Scripting. API.
So who knows or has heard of the Red Bull Flutog, I think it's called. It's the thing where they have to build the self-powered stuff that you like. You basically run off of a ramp and then you go into a lake, and then whoever goes furthest wins. It's basically a paper airplane freaking competition with people instead.
Okay, I can in fact get a list of docked constructs. See what else I can do. I can check if a construct is in fact docked. I can forcibly deboard a player. I can forcibly undock a construct.
Okay. And with the telemetry, we'd be able to. Oh, hold on this thing.
So yeah, existing functionality is there, but I wouldn't even consider writing something like this until after the 030 update finally drops, because
Yeah. So the idea would be the Red Bull, I think it's a flute cog thing or whatever. What the hell's it called? Blue tag. So this is how my brain works, right? So what it would be is we have to build a platform off the side of a cliff, right? And we would build basically a rocket platform that you would basically set your thing on, and we'd have basically the rocket platform basically just full boost whatever it was, and as soon as it got to the end of the full boost range, right, it would just forcibly undock and then it would fall away, because basically we'll have it where it has no wings, no nothing, and basically just have it hover and just rocket off right? So the heavier you build your item, the less forward thrust you're going to have, right? So it encourages you to build a light construct. So you place it on top of it. You have to get into the pilot's, and then basically the rocket booster will launch your ass off, and then whoever, and no engines. You can't have any engines, no hover engines, no nothing. And all you can have is wings and voxels and a seat. And I guess you'd have to have adjusters. But adjusters would give you a lift. They would just allow you to adjust your ship to keep going. We'll have to kind of maybe play with it to find out what's allowed, right? And then we'll just have to have some prize for like first, second, and third place of whoever goes the furthest, and more importantly, have a way to figure out who goes the furthest. Be glorious. So yeah, we'll just have to kind of work out the. Why am I down here?
now I'm not having a go at you, Plum.
Yes.
But do you reckon that for at least 1 week you could not toast a ship?
No. No, it's too much fun to blow ships up, and I'm very good at it.
The pod on my right-hand side of my ag ship has your scrap in it, or rather the new pile of scrap allocated to you. I am using some of it to fix your ship.
I have a bunch of it too.
Yes, but I spent like 10 million on scrap.
That's a lot of money to fix my ship. Granted, it's probably a wise investment because I'll probably use it at some point.
You keep crashing. I have to keep buying scrap.
No, I can buy my own scrap. I can take care of myself. I have a whole like 10 large containers just dedicated to hold scrap. I'm prepared for my actions. And besides, people don't come into the channel to watch me fly around and not crash. Skip flew over an escort target. First one that landed on the platform one. And that's like, and I'm fine with that too. Like, so games like that is what we need, right? Is I want people to like, so I want to give people parameters, right? And then, so what we'll do is we'll have to have parameters, right? And then we'll have a prize for like best built ship or best, designed ship or judge's favorite or whatever, right? Or even just make it judge's favorite. So like whoever the judges are can come in and go, hey, this is my favorite ship. You get a prize. And that way it's just, there's no criteria. It's just that judge saying, this is the one I like. Or something like that. We have one that basically for the feathers, we'll have to come up with the actual criteria, but we can do the same thing with we can do a drop too, where we can just, that one we may have to have more of a generic type ship, so that people, we will basically build a large drop ship that has them all attached to it, and then basically fly over and just drop everybody at the same time to make it fair, unless you leave it up to the person to drop. But if you're piloting a ship that's docked, is it easy to undock yourself?
Sorry, was that a question at me?
No, that was just a general question in general.
I mean, you hit the alt, I think it's Alt T or T or something, and then you're not docked and it's over.
But is that if you're in the pilot seat of a construct and it just eats you? Oh yeah, you're right. No, I've done that. What am I thinking?
Or alternatively,
Alt Y, Alt T to dock, Alt Y to undock.
Yeah. Alternatively, we could have a programming board with a button, and when it turns on, it calls undock on the core unit.
Yeah.
Which undocks it, and then you cross your various limbs and prey.
Yeah, because at that point, all you have is basically like maybe a wing or two, maybe a space brake, a control seat, some adjusters. They'd be extremely cheap to build. So and so these are the ideas. I gotta go make a Discord channel. Now I already have a channel. What am I talking about?
I made further adjustments to my ship, by the way, so I can make it easier to forcefully insert odds. And I mean forcefully insert. I added frickin' guide rails and posts.
Okay.
Well, I do. I mean, like, I've now got wedges and flat bumpers. So you just grab the pod, you get it roughly straight, and you shove it in the hole. And if it
So,
doesn't work the first time, you back it up and do it again, and it will forcefully insert. It's great. I can
so
be lazy.
I have there's a channel in the stream for extra life stream ideas. So I just ideas for game DU. So Plum Yeti's flute tag, and then the parachute drop by for Brand Hurt. So sorry for the peace. So yeah. So but even then, like with a larger ship, like we can almost do as many as we wanted. The question would be just having somebody on the ground. And the idea is for us as a community to get together and us as a community to be able to do things right. And whether it's a racetrack or something like that, and I'm sure I can talk to Serapis because I know they were trying to build a racetrack. I'm sure that we could talk to Serapis and have him do things. I would have to design. I have an idea. I have an idea for the parachute drop, Van Hurt. I don't know if I can do it, if I'm capable, but damn well try. Oh no, wait! I think I may be able to. I might be able to do it. It's a bunch of different arcs, but I think I might have an idea. The or I could just go the other route and just I don't have enough money to be able to do that stuff though. Where I could just run basically a creator type competition like they did for the elevators. But it would be going to tell him. Oh my god, nice. But I have a couple ideas of crazy things. The flute tag would be more on people. We have we're getting sodium there. We have sodium mine set up, and Pete has another mine too. I can't remember what the other one is.
Limestone for calcium.
Limestone,
The other thing you need.
calcium, and sodium that we're pulling out there. Whether it's a good place to get it or not, I don't know, but that's where we're getting it from. But yeah, so I'm looking for stuff like that. Like Mario Kart type races would be good too. The problem with Mario Kart type races is trying to set up a racetrack. So honestly, for that, for me anyway, it would almost be better off finding somebody else's racetrack and then just hosting the event there, if that makes sense. Because honestly, at that point, we could just throw everybody into a large like cargo ship or something, and just make a party bus, and just go to the different location. So that way, if somebody wanted to fly, they could. But if they wanted to just ride with everybody else, then they could do that also. This came out yesterday. No. Yeah, we saw that we went over that yesterday, I think. Yeah, I went over to. They had a new thing that came out yesterday, and we went over on stream uh, about the Lua changes. I'm not. I'm not super into knowing all the Lua programming and stuff. I'm I could program if my life depended on it. But then again, in order for me to really program, my life would almost have to depend on it. I don't enjoy programming. Like I could do it if I'm backed into a corner and I really need to, or if I have an idea, a very specific idea that sometimes I can figure the stuff out. Um, all right, so we have racetrack idea process. Can't really do Mario Kart because we can't throw turtle shells at each other. Can control. Oh, okay. Yeah, but so my like I said, my only worry is like uh can't really an adjuster can't really give you forward momentum though, right? It can rotate you and spin you, but you can't. Can you set up an adjuster to actually provide forward momentum? Okay, just torque. Okay. Oh, that's what the torque did. Oh, the engines did. Okay, that makes sense. Sometimes my brain just goes, "Yeah, you're dumb. This is exactly what that means." It's trying to translate stuff into the game mechanics, right? It's really what it is. I have enough material. Yeah. Hey, look at that. Now I can place it. turn Voxel sideways? Oh, there. Go ahead. Counting's hard. But all right, dude, heading out. Have a good stream. All right, Kanisha. Thanks, man. And like I said, if you guys do have other ideas of crazy stuff that you think would work, especially for like extra life and things like that, and crazy stuff that can happen, please let me know. Like I'm looking for any silly games, like just because honestly, I have 24 hours to fill, right? So if I could tell people, hey, from 8 o'clock in the morning we start, we're gonna get everything set up, we'll get everything going. At 10 o'clock we're gonna start the flu tag, or whatever we can, as an example, and we're expecting that to go 2 or 3 hours or whatever. PvP zone stasis rates. And then, well, the problem with that, Kaniso, is all it takes is one jerk, and it would basically come in and blow everybody up. It literally would take one jerk. And granted, like everybody could kind of turn on them. Like we'd have to run security. Like I would have to go contact like Legion and be like, hey, we're gonna do some stupid shit. Do you mind coming and doing that? The problem is if I have Legion protecting us or Boo protecting us or whatever, then the other one's gonna show up and they're gonna have it out, right? And then you're gonna have a massive PvP battle instead of our stasis race. So as much as I'd love to go out in the PvP zone, now something else that we could do instead of having, like, we could have it like a stasis race, but have a slow boat race, like have everybody start on some planet. But the problem is at that point, it's just going to be hard to cover it. Like for us doing a flu tag, like we'll be able to sit there and we'll be able to watch, right? Like people will be able to launch themselves off the side of a mountain or something. It wouldn't be an AG thing. Like I don't want to launch people from like 1,000 meters, because they're gonna fly forever. The idea here is to launch them from a couple of 100 meters and see how far they can make it.
Why? Why not launch them from 1,000 meters? You can get some real spectacular crashers,
Well, yeah,
especially if they bounce.
but the problem is launching them from 1,000 feet. It's then trying to build something that can record it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But so hey, Kaniso and Ben Hurt, is the follow stuff still in game? Can you still have something follow like because I know there was a thing where people had like platforms following them around for like ore mining and stuff. Because if that was the case, like if that was the issue, we could maybe set up like a platform like the Nimbus or something, and we could basically have a float platform that, you know, basically we could stick Pete or somebody in the passenger seat or just a passenger seat, right? Have a platform follow that person, and then have the other person be able to control it, and then that way the platform would kind of hover around them, and as long as it maintained distance and didn't run into them, we could do it a lot further out. Because yeah, so at that point you could almost put somebody in the passenger seat, have another ship, like if the auto follow works, have them take off, it would auto follow them out as long as you had enough speed to be able to maintain it. And then like I could be on that platform just kind of, you know, watching and seeing what they do. I want to bring now I need to figure out where I can put this thing. If this is pottery. All right, so that's an I. All right, so it's a 9x9, which then tells me oh, it's kind of out. These are meetings tomorrow morning, Thursday. So we have meetings tomorrow at a.m. till 1:30 tonight. Hey, would you stop? Go away. that is. Down. All right, that's 13 and 13. So then the trick is to figure out where the problem is I don't know where the curve starts and ends because it's all pillowy goodness. That's about it. Hey, mining minigame. Oh, wait. Eventually, I'll come back. I'll clean up the points. These are just guidelines for now, just to give me an idea of what the hell I'm doing. Oh, that was when I was trying to do the cockpit earlier. That's these two. That was. There. That should be 1, 2. So, if I do this, if I put that there, that should be centered. Then I want it to be.
Now that's what I call high quality H2O.
Just compete with the waters. Or do I want them? That's on the line. So 1.
I may have clicked too fast on the second one.
Oh, you did. So, up to up. What did you do? Say hi. Say hi. I'm a keeper. What you sleeping? Go back to sleep now that you had. Yeah. All right. Feel better now. All right. All right. Only to shoot now. And I don't obviously like. I don't even have to have this stuff put in here. I just like the idea of having a girder system kind of holding this thing together. Have that. At some point, what I'll do, I'll probably it's kind of what I want to do between the chambers. There's an airlock door, right? The airlock door. But yeah, there. So, where am I? Oh, it's thinking about what it's done now. I like the idea of the airlock. So if I put, do I have enough in the airlock? Oh, can't be airlocks. Oh, I'm out of the. Excuse me. Oh, so that way. At that point, then that gives me the ability to block off each individual bay. Like there's no error or anything like that, so it's not that big of a deal. That's so. Basically, you walk up. Well, I'll probably put a false floor in here, just to make it less curvy inside, or maybe even come down one or something. You basically would come up. I like it. I have. I think I'm ready to start. I think I might. Oh, I have small damage. All right.
Hey, Plum.
Yes.
I am really tired, so I'm gonna call it and
Where's
head
Pete?
off.
Get some rest, my friend. Hopefully, I just hope to start feeling better. That's it.
As I said earlier, it's gonna take anywhere between 6 weeks to 6 months for my lungs and everything to recover.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and there's shit you can do about it. Well, I know with the first time I got COVID, it took me 3 months before I could start freaking like not losing my breath, freaking walking to the bathroom. Like that shit sucked. So I like the idea of doing this, and then I can set it up with like a detection zone, maybe, so that as you come out, the doors will open and the bridges or the force fields will turn on. I need to get this to where it's a little bit better. And then probably right away. Basically, you just kind of walk up, the door will open, the force fields turn on, and then you can go over to the other side. And then when you get over here, the door closes and whoop, and the force fields turn back off. Yeah, no worries, Pete. You be safe, buddy. Hopefully, like I said, you get to feeling better. I like it. I can do the same thing kind of on the other side. So that way, because ideally what would happen is as all this stuff turns off, right? Like these will close. So that would all be closed. So you would see it, everything would be like that, and it'd be fine. And it would just look like doors there. And technically, if you with the detection zone there, if you were able to fly up into that area, or a detection would turn on and kind of catch you. So like if you're up here, you could kind of just go, and they would turn on and catch you. I think I want to put the others. Yeah, because like with these doors, so with these doors, I could change. So in the refer print I was talking about earlier, the you can change those doors You can change the landing gear, and then there's a couple of different levels. So there's rusty, silver, gold, and like onyx, and then you can also change the like the force fields. Really, what I want for it is purple force fields. So like right now we can turn them red. So we can turn them red, and then so eventually I'll be able to turn them purple. We'll put some purple lights on the outside of the stick too. Yeah, probably what I'll do is I'll put purple lights in the girder systems to get it to throw a purple hue along the side of it. I'll figure out all the logistics side of that stuff. I don't know if I should I don't think I need to put another force field on the top. I think if you want to jump out of the top of the ship, that's on. This is mostly just a so that way if you're walking, especially if you're walking from one place to another and the HUD's turned on, walk from one place to another, you don't accidentally fall off because you sneezed or something. I am going to need some more airline. Then I don't know, like this stuff here. Eventually, when I fill these in, like you're not really going to be able to get into the back here very much. I don't know if I'll put a door on it at all. I may put a door on it, like here somewhere, or put a hatch. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll just put a hatch, like here, so that way, like you can open a hatch and look straight down it, and like you're working on it. And then, because I think there's a little bit of room back here, so maybe I'll put like a door. I'll put like a service door, maybe just like one of these doors here to kind of get into the back of the pods. Just so that way, I don't know. Like I know you don't need to have all this stuff to make it look like you're doing the work, and all the places don't need to be accessed. I just need to be able to see like a corner of it. Oh. I like to pretend. Oh, this is why you guys shouldn't let me play with these things. Just barely. That's fine. That's because that one's one wider. No, I have to leave a bit of space at the top because it curves back. So I have a little bit of room in here. I can maybe cut the top of it off a bit. More power. The funny part is like right now, ship weight 1.25 kilotons. It currently has almost 6 Gs of maximum thrust. And that's with no boost, basic engines, and stuff like that. So, and then space thrust. Like, oh no, at 9.5 Gs of space thrust. Why do you guys let me play with toys? Why? Oh god, I just I love this. I seriously, this game is just so good. Just edge. Choose I don't have. Oh, I wonder if I turn them sideways, they fit better. Victor, how you doing, my friend? I have too much extra room. Doing fine. So I'm like, I'm doing all right. We'll find depends on how I look at the chocolate accent day. I am both scared and curious. So I work at a chocolate factory. We have, I believe, 11 chocolate silos, 12 to 20,000 liters each, resulted in a little overflow. How much is a little? Are we talking gas prices per chocolate overflow? It's 2,000 liters of pure chocolate. That is not a good amount of chocolate. Barely. But I think technically, okay, grab it. All right. Your new home. here. It should be there. Too many lines. Alright, so those are all right now. And the problem is that there's a highlight that goes around the outside of it, so that when you are looking at it, there's like a light glow that goes around the outside of the element, and it kind of messes with my eye. Let's see. It's an expensive accident. Rough numbers about 30 to 68 euros. Pure chocolate is, I believe, 8%. Sure. So what happened? An operator had a visual inspection of top tank sample. They had to open the man cover and connect the sensors, just limit the heating element, stop the pump, stop, safety stuff so he doesn't die. Now this is okay for like 100 minutes longer. It's bad for the chocolate. Yeah. It basically, chocolate is very sensitive. It's solid, then it's liquid, and then it's root. It's much room in there. Those right sensors. One big thing to keep the plant separated. Manhole cover is open. The silo doesn't register the correct volume of chocolate occupied space. System is thinking that the tank is empty. In real life, it was full. Thought it was fine. We could pump both delivery trucks to the silo. So started spewing chocolate everywhere. Not a good day to be that operator. I think I might start games. Oh, dang it. You gotta make sure you cut everything correctly. I can basically do this. Nice. I can push it up too. And I've shortened it a handful of spots, not a lot, but makes it look a little bit better. Some people's good with 9 people 1 hour cleaning with 6 people 4 hour cleaning. It's still not finished. Then it was time for the new shift. Not our problem anymore. Some people do with plastic boot covers and 10 centimeters of liquid chocolate in some places. Wow. Well, I will say that it is better than the alternative of it being poop, because at least liquid chocolate would smell better. except for you get home and you now have liquid chocolate, like in just, I'm sure it's all you can smell for days. But probably working in a chocolate factory, that's probably all you can smell anyway. So now what I'm going to do, now I'm going to do this slightly different. And I'm going to bring it over to this guy. And then once I kind of get the correct height, then I'll bring it over. And then make sure it's aligned front to backs. Verify I've got no engines peaking. And then that way, that's at the same height now. So the good thing, like the cut and paste functionality of this game, man, is it's like once you start getting into voxels and start playing with voxels and manipulating them, and you've created your own designs and stuff like that, like you can really move some stuff quickly. Same thing, so that way, because instead of trying to guess what the height is supposed to be, I go over here, basically set it to the correct height, move it into place. Once I get it into place, make sure I have it aligned on all three axes, and then place it. And now I've shortened it. So instead of having that weird space there where I'd have to fill it with like extra small engines or something, or just leave a blank space in there that would look weird, I've now changed it. Okay, no. And then like this I'm happy with the way this is coming out. Oh, look at that.
Dude. Well, he was here first.
You know, you don't always have to have the first treat. You can sometimes have the second treat. You tell him at least thank you for that? No, you're not going to do it? You're just going to sit here and lick your lips at me, want another one? So clean. Get the dog ammo. Kind of dog ammo. Hey, can you imagine somebody breaking into your house and you just start throwing dog treats at them? The guy's like, wait! Oh my lord. Somebody make me a dog ammo emote. I need a dog ammo emote. It takes longer to get through these doors. The other ones, I may have to. Oh. Right. It wants to open up. I have it open it this way so that it doesn't, because it'll start breaking through the boxes. Why did you change? So what happens is if you're trying to place a voxel, and you roll your scroll wheel, it changes the material. So it's changed to black plastic at some point. So basically, I just have to go back and paste over it. And there's some designs. I don't know if it's asymmetrical or if it's just the voxels. Because when you start trying to replace one voxel with another one, it gets a little weird viewing. There's some purple in there. I don't need a lot of purple, but I'd like to have at least a little bit. Some of the purple looks kind of sussing. All right. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the cockpit or the bridge. I haven't quite figured that out yet. I was hoping to kind of well, to be honest, originally my plan was to cut the front of this thing off and just put a big glass freaking dome on the front of it. Because the pylon is such a weird shape, it doesn't like it. So it makes it a little difficult to try to get a glass dome because I can't change the glass domes with the basically a different direction. So it makes it a little bit more difficult. To figure out kind of what to do with that, but I am working on it. Something will come to me. This may take me a bit of time. All my links. It's gonna take like minimum. I'm gonna need to have probably 6 fuel tanks. So I'm gonna need like 2 fuel tanks just for atmosphere, and then I'm probably gonna have each one of these extra large containers have its own fuel tank. So here in the back, we'll end up having there'll be like 6 fuel tanks, and the back of each of these pods. Open. Good. May be a problem with the door there. Maybe the fuel tanks go to. Yeah, it's I don't know if my game is just. Oh no, that'd be all right. Yeah, it will be all right. want to show outside. These are too thick, so I have to clear them. And actually, I can bring them in quite a bit too. Space fuel tanks are a little bit larger than the average. Yeah, you're gonna be a problem. I forgot where the center line is. Basically, a line up to the center. At least in there now. And on the bottom too. Almost. Facing things are sticking out of the bottom too. I'm alright with that though. They move. I don't know if I can help one more. I think if I do that, it's gonna stick out. But yeah, if I can do that, at least then we can put, like, that will be all the fuel for back there. The fuel for the vertical boosters. So these tanks, these outside, are just gonna have just fuel in them. It's just be massive fuel reserves. Like this thing is going to burn some. I'm afraid the first time I have to fill it up. But I'm getting closer. I need to buy some airlocks. If I can make an airlock. Space. All right, so I have to go to the Age of Space Market at some point and pick those up. It's way more than I could do that. I can put hack in like above those. I can put door into the back. I can work on the back of the entrance. And honestly, what I'll probably do is so what I'll do is I'll go in here and I'll build like a catwalk system or something, or at least like a platform, so that way it looks like you can get in. And I have to clean this up. So I want to clean this up so it doesn't look like a big car. Probably should have done that without all the engines. Yeah, making progress. This looks like a disaster over here, just randomly throwing stuff around, but you know, it all works out. It all worked out. Actually, what I'm gonna go back to Task Manager. Source monitor. Yeah, I'm using almost 30 gigs of RAM right now. So I'm gonna go back to the castle on Thades real quick. I'm gonna go look at the castle on Thades. They have a really, really good voxel library there. I want to see if maybe there's a something to inspire me, or best, even better, something I can just straight. If I can get something to at least start with, for, I know they had like one like cockpit down here, but I need something. So what I'm looking for is part. There it is. No, there it is. So you're looking for the TARDIS, because once you find the TARDIS, right here. All the way down. All right, so this is XVX's voxel library. So it has all kinds of stuff in it for that's kind of like that. I may borrow that. I actually really like that. This is where I got my girders from. I would love to say who made them. I don't have that information. Oh, Okay, I know what that is. Yeah, so like the front of somebody's ship. It's like truck tractor trailers and stuff. I am thinking about. I think it's this one. Yeah, this is the XTX's castle, I think. I may do some of this. I want to lighten it up a lot, though. I don't know if there's things that I can pin to my bill. I know I saw. I swear there was like the head of the certificate. You have to wait, Mom. I'll call you back. Let me try to figure out what we're doing here. There's stairway. I don't know. I'll figure it out. All right, let me call my mom back real quick, guys. I'm gonna see if we can find somebody to go. My mom usually doesn't call me, so I want to make sure everything's okay. No. Fix his stream. We haven't rated him in the past. Do me a favor, come hang out with Six. Tell him I said hi. We will talk to you guys tomorrow. Y'all be safe. Talk to y'all soon. Bye.